Here's a segment from a recent Gun Talk radio episode. You can listen to all the Gun Talk radio podcasts however you tune in, or check out guntalk.com for more. This was interesting. Tim on one out of Shreveport, Louisiana. Hey, Tim, what is this ammo you're looking at?
Okay, it's called Seismic ammo. It's called Seismic. You know, you heard of a seismic trimmer like they have in California all the time?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a 185 grain 9mm ammo. You know, most 9mm comes in 115 grain, maybe up to 147 grain.
Mm-hmm.
It's 185 grain, and out of a 4-inch barrel, it will go 916 feet per second. Produces a power factor of 169, and you will know this more than I will. Your alphabet agencies such as the DEA, FBI, and U.S. Marshals require a bare minimum power factor of 160, and most of your 9mm ammo does not produce that. It is a heavy grain, but I just want to know if you've known anything about it or know somebody who has test fired it. It essentially takes your 9mm as far as foot-pound energy and power factor and essentially turns it into a 40 caliber, upgrading a little bit. And I just wonder if you know anything about this.
Never heard of it. I'm looking it up right now. Seismic,
Thank you. I don't have a computer.
heavier, hits harder. Yeah, you'll pardon me if I've seen this about 142 times over the last 50 years. The latest, greatest, we're going to defy the laws of physics ammo. Yes, you can load stuff heavier. You can load stuff to more pressure. You know, until I actually had a chance to shoot it and test it and find out what's going on with it, I would want to know more about it. One thing they are doing, and I'm going to say that there's a possibility this actually may be something. They're using the shell shock cases. That's a new type of case that actually handles higher pressure. They may be loading this to considerably higher specs. I don't know yet. I am a guy, I always say beware of low serial numbers. Don't be the first one to adopt new cool stuff, especially if you're betting your life on it. We know what 115 grain, 124 grain, 147 grain bullets do out of 9mm. They work just fine. And let me just jump in and say this one other thing. Trying to make your 9 be a 40 or be a 45 is a silly thing to do, because there is no difference between the 940 and 45 in being able to stop a bad guy. None whatsoever. So what are we doing here? I don't know yet. I'll look into it a little bit more. But yeah, the whole deal with this shell shock ammo, there's some new cases. Shell shock is part of that. And also the military is just adopting some rifle rounds that are higher pressure using these composite, not like plastic, but actually made up of two different metals cases. And they're loading them to higher pressures and getting higher velocities. So there's something going on, and we may be on the cusp of a new type of ammo. Who's it? Sig. And look, I appreciate the call. Lets me talk about this for a second. Sig has its ammo that they've developed for the Cross rifle. The Cross has just started shipping, by the way, and it is higher velocity, higher pressure, but in cases that can handle it, there's a lot I don't know about it. I mean, maybe they know about all this stuff, but when it comes to this, it's new technology, really, and what that's going to do for us, I don't know yet. We shall find out. As I say, I tend to be skeptical about the newest, greatest thing in ammo, because people have sure been selling, I don't want to say snake oil, but they've been selling stuff for a long time of this is going to be greater, better. And we've seen stuff come and go. I think, as I'm looking at this whole technology based on these new metallic cases, I think there's something to it, and I think it's very possible it could change things. I know the Sig ammo designers are very smart, and the things they've been doing are pretty impressive. And this could be piggybacking onto that. It's just another company, a new company called. If you want to look it up, seismicammo.com, and you can look at the FAQs there, and you can fill in the blanks. I'm doing the same thing real time as we're going now.